To my Year 7 self.
Hello to my Year 7 self.
Dear my Year 7 self.
Dear my Year 7 self.
Dear Year 7 Sophie.
Hello darling, long time no see.
Don't worry about all that puppy fat, it goes eventually and girls will start talking to you.
In Year 9 you're going to make a really big mistake and it's going to be an afro. It's terrible, but in Year 11 you grow your hair again and it's all okay.
Year 7, whoa. First of all, you've been kind of lonely, haven't you, lately? Yeah. Don't give up, keep going, friends, and soon enough you'll be moving to a new country. Just keep the attitude, alright?
Don't do your homework until like Year 10.
Right now, your trend is bright pink skinny jeans and volleys. All I can say is that you'll grow out of it.
Try not to listen too much to your mum's fashion advice.
Lay off the training and tracksuit. Seriously, I cannot believe you. Why? Where are your jeans? Ask mum to buy you jeans.
Lots of things change in your life and lots of things change with your family, with your friends, but it all works out.
Dear Year 7 Sophie. Don't worry too much about your first time driving because you will hit the bins, but you'll live.
Dear Year 7 me, probably don't know too much about the word sexuality.
Sexuality in Year 7 was still a bit of like a topic where everyone would laugh when you start to talk about it. It's something that no one is quite able to talk about openly and seriously.
Hi Year 7 Sarah. In Year 7 you have no idea about boys or relationships or you can't even imagine kissing anyone. But this changes pretty quickly in the next few years and you go through most of high school still not really knowing what you're doing or what it all means, but things get easier and it all starts to make a lot more sense.
In a couple of years, you're going to meet someone and they're going to tell you that they're trans, and the whole time they're even telling you this, you're going to be thinking, what the hell is that? And unfortunately, you're going to be a bit careless and actually really offend them.
When my brother came out to me, it was something that he didn't really plan. I could tell that I only found out afterwards that it was something that he'd been hiding from me in fear that I would reject him or treat him differently. I can't imagine having that fear that someone so close like your sister would treat you differently just because of something like that.
One of your friends who's pretty close to you and you've gone through the youth program with is going to come out and tell everyone that he's gay. Doesn't mean anything, mate, doesn't change anything.
You know what it would feel like having experienced anti-Semitism and racism. It's basically the same thing. I mean, you're being discriminated against something you cannot possibly control.
In the next few years, two of the most important people in your life are going to tell you that they're gay. You're going to be trying to work out what this whole other world of sexuality means for other people and what your role is in supporting them and how this changes or doesn't change your relationship with them.
It's a common thing that I see online when someone hacks another person's Facebook account or something like that to write, I'm gay, or I like cock, or I'm a fag. When I see some things online of people being negative about being gay or people being homophobic, I kind of understand why a gay person would be afraid of coming out. Why would they want to come out and be instantly targeted?
You use the wrong pronoun, you use she instead of he, and you actually use it so constantly that they have to tell the entire meeting their pronoun again, which is actually so hard for someone who's trans.
When your brother is around about Year 8 or Year 9 and is just starting to really get a grips with his sexuality and perhaps be a little bit more confident in it, he's going to make a recording. And in all honesty, it's pretty good quality lip syncing. But in about probably less than 24 hours, it's going to go viral. And pretty soon, hundreds of people at your school have got to have seen it.
You're probably going to give into peer pressure a lot and call, bully people, calling them gay, fag, homo. When you are bullying kids and calling them names, you probably don't realise it, but it does actually hurt them quite a bit. And it's really intimidating when, it might just be them onto, 5 or 6 other guys are all calling them names and all really bullying them pretty hard, it makes you look pretty weak if you're just gang up on someone just because you've got numbers on your side. Doesn't mean you have to always be bullying people and always be calling them names and stuff.
The thing is, this person is your friend, and when you get pronouns wrong, it comes across as really offensive and ignorant, and you're constantly sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, why did I even say that, or where did that come from?
In Year 7 there is a bit of a don't challenge the, the dominant person mentality. So I think that sometimes you would see people who are homophobic and let them get away with it because you're not quite at that point of your development when you realise that you have a right and an obligation to stand up for other people.
Remember that time when you were in the boarding house and we all picked on that kid who was a little bit different, a little bit flamboyant, and he liked theatre? Well, he's become one of your best mate's boyfriends.
Some of your closest friends, even some of the guys that you went out with, are going to start picking on your brother. You occasionally glance at them like you don't approve of when they say, "Oh, Sarah, look, it's your little sister," when they point at your brother. But you don't say, "Stop, it's not okay, and I don't want to be with you if you're going to treat my brother like that." You don't really understand what to do, and you do nothing. And it's hard looking back on that you didn't do more for your brother.
In the Israeli society we both lived in, being an outcast was really common, especially if you were not part of the mainstream. So I guess being an outcast yourself, you just couldn't understand why someone's sexuality will come in the way of having friends or just living a normal life. I mean, what's the difference?
Later in life, the guys that used to do this to even apologise, and you can't even believe how much this means to you because you feel a sense of relief that it's not continuing in their lives, that homophobia that you didn't say no to has ended.
A lot more people in uni identify as homosexual than they did in school, which would tell you, I think, something about the peer pressure involved in not coming out.
The thing is, Eliza, it's up to you to educate yourself. It doesn't matter if someone is bisexual, lesbian, gay, trans, intersex. You have Google. Use it!
Ever since finding out that my brother likes guys, it's been something that we were able to bond over, and in ways it's made us closer.
I think in the first few years of high school you'll start to learn that being gay isn't a choice, and it will become really, really obvious to you that this is not something they can change, and you'll work out quite quickly too that you wouldn't want them to change.
This is my friend Chris. He's gay, but that doesn't really mean anything. He's a friend that you'll meet through rowing. He's one of your best mates and one of your closest mates. He really does help you out with employment opportunities and having a good time. And you should really, as soon as you meet him, you should really value his friendship from the get-go, and yeah, try and hang out with him as much as possible because he's actually one of the best mates you'll probably ever make. There we go. That's good. That's good. Cut.
Yeah. Sure. That's all right.